Camera B. Mini wheel. Mini wheel. Mini wheel. Camera A. Camera B. Okay. I think we're cruising now. People said hello and somebody said howdy. Hello, hello. So what are we doing today? Step one, we're going to pull some handles. And then after that, I don't really know what we're going to do. We're going to make some things. We always got to make things though, so. But I want to make some like cool knobs to put on my objects. We'll see. I don't really know. I feel like I gotta. We're gonna take it one at a time. Let's just start with the handles. Let's get the handles done. And we'll go from there. This is getting a little bit stiff, huh? That'll be okay. Somebody said, please remember to take rest and drink some water while streaming, sir. I've only been streaming for like 2 minutes. I'm fine. Trust me, we're all good here. Okay. Swap hands now. Want it on this, maybe. It's important to be hydrated and alert when using dangerous tools, sir. You don't have to call me sir, yo. Chill out with that. It's a little strange. I'm good. Don't worry. Really. And then Daniel says, hey man, how you doing, Daniel? You can see whenever you're making handles, how to keep them nice and even and look almost like they're extruded. So whatever you do to one, side, you want to make sure you do to the other, right? And so get it even, and then at the very end, if you wet your hand a little bit, you pull down, you can stretch the clay to the thinness that you want it. But first, getting that nice and even. It's the same with throwing. You get it even, you're going to be cruising here, you know? We'll probably do one more. I don't like this sir thing. You gotta cut the sir thing out, yo, for real. We'll do one more handle. There. Somebody asked if I can make a Piccolo. The green guy from Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, I guess, maybe. I'm sure it's possible. Can I make a pinch pot? No, I don't know how to do pinch pots. Pinch pots are not my wheelhouse. I'm not really good at that stuff. And you can see in the middle of all of my handles, I have this little ridge. See that little ridge in all my handles, right? So I even have that on the back, right? You can kind of see the shadow build up on there. So I put that ridge in there just because it makes people think that it's extruded, you know? I love when people are like, what tool did you use to make that? And I go, these things right here. Alright, so we got that. Maybe we'll warm up with our flop pottery thing, and then we'll throw some real things. All right. Camera A? All right, guys, we're walking through a field now. I think I did a pretty good job wedging these up, but we'll see in a second. You guys, what the heck's up with the chat today? You guys, I appreciate you guys here, though. But you're not... I'm literally Gen Z. All those jokes you guys are trying to get on me, like... I freaking invented that stuff, yo. It's not... I'm not impressed. You guys could do way better. Freaking grew up playing Kahoot, yo. You think you're gonna get me with some of the names that you guys are trying to get me with? No way. We'll do... You're gonna do those satisfying spinning thing? No. It's not satisfying. The wheel is war, yo. It's not... You're going to the battlefield when you're on the wheel. It's all like an illusion. Alright. I don't know if I did a really good job wedging this up, though. That's the only thing. I think I did, but we'll see. Oh, this clay is so stiff. So you can see how I'm putting my whole body into it right now. So I'm just trying to get it as much of a mound as I can get before I start, right? Alright. Zoom. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this down first. So watch as this hand comes down. We'll even use this just one hand. And you see how I push that down? And then watch. Now I'm going to push this in, okay? So watch when this goes in. Do you see how there's this natural little bump that's formed there? I'm going to pick that up, right? And when you bring this up, you really want to make sure I'm pushing this across. And I'm trying to get this all movable. Because right now the clay, like I would say this clay, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't use this clay. I would probably want to use something that's a little bit softer. But again, I'm going to go down, in, and then up. There we go. So you can see I'm putting forth a lot of energy to bring this down. But I'm trying to use my body weight, right? I'm going to bring this up one more time because the base is the most important part, right guys? You got to make sure you get this base kind of put together nicely. We're going to bring it all the way down to the bottom here. Sorry. You guys might hear a loud noise here for a second. I got my chest down on the clay here. So I'm down, I'm slowly moving that arm out to the edge. And you can see how that just sits it right on center there. Alright, so now the hard part's over. I guess there's one more hard part, but then we're ready to freaking cruise. The best part about hard clay is that when you work with hard clay, like right now, once you get past the centering stage, when you go to make the shape, it's going to be way easier to shape, right? Again, on this top, we'll bring it right out to this edge. And I think we're ready to start cruising. Getting a little bit of water. Here, we'll give you guys another view. Close in. Alrighty. The first thing we got to do is we got to make the hole to the bottom, right? And so what I'm really making sure is I have these fingers that are stabilized in the middle, and the middle is your dead zones, so you don't really have to do anything special with this hand other than just hold it in place and push down slightly. You're not working against centripetal force in the middle, so you don't have to push down as hard. And then this other hand is going to come right over the other side here, and this is kind of our groove hand. That's the thing that we're going to be using to get depth and we have to push down significantly harder with this thumb over here, right? Sometimes you can use a finger, whatever you feel is the most comfortable for your hand positioning there. Don't worry, this is a series of, this is just a warm-up for today. We're making a series of these, I call them flop potters. The potters who literally just ruin things and post it because they're rage baiting views, right? And they're milking people for views. And so I'm making a series, this is gonna go on my other channel where it's just me kind of mocking those people. So we make a pot and then we think of the most cringe way we can destroy it. And then that's what we post to sort of mock the people who, that's all they do is ruin their stuff, right? So it's not really a positive object, right? This vessel contains negative energy. Hope you get lots of viewers. It's not really about the viewers on those. It's more so about like making fun of the people who do that content, because I think like they're pretty cringe for making that stuff. This is nice, but you need mods, my guy. Why? What's going on in the chat? You will destroy all your hard work. It's not hard work. That's the problem I think that I have with the people who make the flop content, is usually they make something that's not that difficult to make, but then people who are outside of the pottery world think that they spend a lot of effort, but yeah, it's not really that way. So it's sort of just like the people who do this stuff, they deserve to be made fun of a little bit. So that's what that whole channel is for. And so I decided that usually either at the beginning or the end of a stream, I'll do one vessel that's kind of making fun of them. But yeah. It's like, you know, like, you guys know what rage bait is, right? Like, what's something that would be like, let me think. Like, any freaking political content, I feel like, is usually rage bait, right? It's to, like, get clicks, to get views. There's rage bait content in almost every single aspect, or every single, like, hobby thing in the digital world, right? And so like the rage bait is to make some pots and then to destroy them some way, right? And so people do whole entire content that's just about that. And so I think I have a problem with that sort of content because they're milking viewers and they're kind of putting up this like disrespectful way to interact with material, right? Like the clay. And people see something and they see it get destroyed and they're like, oh, that's so bad. It's let me tell you, it's 10 times, maybe even 20 times easier to destroy an object than it is to bring it through the whole process, right? So that's my opinion. But all right, so now we're at the bottom here. We're gonna grab our little llama. All right, hold on, let me smooth out this one more time. I probably should go, just a tad deeper, I think, into the inside of this vessel, because it's not like we're using this object, so we can be a little bit thinner. We're not trimming it, I mean, you know. So we're going to go a little bit thinner on that base, and we're slowly walking that bead right out to the end. And again, we're going to round this off one more time here. And then we're going to get ready for Mr. Llama. Hey guys. It's me, Mr. Llama. We're gonna get into another volcano pole. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so watch this. Left hand, slowly pushing in, and that right hand, that's that llama, is just biting down right on that rim, and you're just slowly walking these in, right? Walking this in, walking this in, walking this in, and there we go. Very epic, guys. As you can see, now we have a volcano, right? And why do we want this volcano? Well, let me give you some reasons. Do you see this little bump here? Now for each pole, right, the first poles are really about getting it even. We're just moving this from here to right about this middle part, and then we're gonna raise up. So I'll show you guys that right now. So again, our knuckle is right in, and we're slowly pushing in. And now we're slowly walking this up. We're going to slow down a little bit, because to make sure we keep that volcano shape, we really got to make sure that right hand can go in. If you spin too much, that centrifugal force will overpower you a little bit. My microphone really is in an awkward spot. I wonder if I can... I feel like I gotta just start wearing it on my head. Man, you guys are really talking a lot right now. Let's see what you guys said. Can I say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Dude, that might be the first time I've ever said that right. I think I said that like perfect. I'm not even gonna try the second one. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. You guys. Okay. Again. So the knuckle. Why am I having such a hard time? I really think this microphone is being... It's gatekeeping my abilities right now. Kind of screwed up that bottom, but we'll fix that in the next pole. So all we're trying to do right now is get the walls even, right? Height comes after we get the walls even here. So get back to that volcano. Again. And so that's all we had to do is kind of cut a new bottom there. And we're going to get about to here, and it's going to start to thin out, so we're going to just chill. And we're going to bring this back in, right? Again, this is kind of a more, like, I really wish I didn't have to throw with this hard of clay, because it's not going to look as satisfying for you guys. But, like, oftentimes when you see clay that's like moves like it's almost like jello, clay is pretty soft. This is moving more like, it's like I'm like sculpting the clay up rather than like flowing it up, if that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to do one more little pull at the bottom here to try to see if we can get this as even as we can. You can still see that base is not totally even there, but we're just kind of doing it. This pole is not really a nice height pole. This is more just to equalize the whole entire wall before our height pole, right? So you see how I'm trying to make sure everything's nice and even, you know, first, right? Alrighty. Again, we can kind of color this outside edge just a tad. We're going to do our one last little thing here. Okay, a little bit of water on the elbow. We're first at the bottom. We're pushing the clay down. We're in. And we're up. Now look at this bump that we have. This is our best friend. So we're going to take him all the way up to the top. He wants to see the stars. He wants to see the skies. He wants to look at the constellations up close. So we're going to take him there. You know, we're walking him there like Right now, this wheel, this is our universe. We are the gods of the universe on this wheel. And we command the clay to see the stars. Right? So you can see we got a lot of height from that pole, right? And we'll go back down. The bottom of the vessel here. We're going to go back down to the bottom of the vessel. Following in, probably about here. Alright, we're liking what we got here. Okay. Alright, we're going to make sure we open this up because we don't want to create a suction. There we go. Alright. Just making sure the whole inside of this is coated with a little bit of slip or some water. Okay, now watch this, guys. So this is where things are going to start getting a little stressful. So we're going to push down. We're going to start pushing out. I'm getting a little bit too wide. No! We're gonna actually flop this. That's not good, guys. Oh no, guys. That's so bad. No, we actually flopped this one. It's embarrassing, guys. It was a flop without a flop. I knew this day would happen. Alright. No, if we're doing the flop content, we gotta make like a... It's gotta be like a good vessel. We can't have like a flop be like a mediocre vessel. Camera B. It's okay. When we have some softer clay, this will go by way quicker. So I just tried to move too much clay out at that base when it wasn't thick enough, and I had too much weight up top. Alright. I'll try to speed this up here, guys. We gotta get back to where we were. Quarter the clay. Quarter the clay. I'll wedge this guy up real quick. Right on the ground here. Okay. Alright, you guys want to see the clay move? So now you'll get to see what some softer clay looks like. So we can go right into being it up, and then go right into being down. I actually do think I need to move my microphone up just a tad, because right now it's getting like drenched in clay. I can't even move it. My hands are too slippery. Oh well. If my mic cuts out during this. I might have to get a new mic. Hook your fingers. Bring this out. Smooth out the base. You can see it's a lot easier to work with at these beginning stages. Maybe a little bit slower, because those grooves I made are actually not good to make when I'm establishing this wall. Even out the palm. Hello, mister. What is your nationality? I feel like that's, I feel like being in America, I'm an American, but, I feel like when you live in the US, I feel like I don't, like, people don't really, I feel like, talk about that as much. It's like, you mean if I'm, like, Italian or something? Is that what you mean? What? I feel like people don't really talk about their nationalities as much. At least the people I'm around. I feel like in Europe you guys have like soccer, you know? So I wonder if that creates more differences. How can you answer this question as he meant it? So I don't know. Alright. So we'll do like we'll bring this out a little bit wider here with our little wooden rib tool. What, do we need anything else? We'll just start with this. I think right now we don't need anything. Maybe not differences, but there definitely is national pride in soccer. Yeah, I feel like this goes back to our origin. What about you, Nam? What's your nationality, I guess? And she could be Belgian or even African. Yeah, or even Canadian, right? I think they do the French thing up in Canada. Alright, I actually need to have my hand down in there one more time. That's so frustrating. I think I can't go much wider than what I got here, but I'm French and very bad in English. Sorry, my friend. No, you're fine. I know some French words, yo. I know poisson is a fish. I know. I think I'm gonna butcher squirrel, but écuelle is squirrel. I know. Comment allez-vous? Ça va. Concis comme ça. Concis comme ça. I know some Frenchy, some French words. Excellent. Thanks. You messed up squirrel a bit. Sorry, I'm still working on squirrel. This is probably good enough, I would say. We're gonna bring this top in though. This is that point where if I had my heat gun, you could hit this edge with the heat gun, and then you could make like those, what is it called? Typical cool guy vessel, you know. But today I'm not typical cool guy. I'm only trying to move what the clay allows me to, you know. Anymore, we're gonna start really screwing this guy up, right? And even there, too, you can see we have a pretty decently even top. You know, we got a little, but for the most part, not too bad there. You know, not too bad. Let's see. If we bring this in, is it going to? See, maybe we can squeeze one more. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim off the top, and then we're gonna do the fail. So what should we do? We haven't done one where we fail it through collaring, so how about we over collar after we craze this in? So we gotta get in the zone. Camera A. Camera A. Zoom. Alright, what do you guys think? Was that believable enough? Collapse looks good. I feel like because I think the way that I would mess up usually there is because it's so thin on that rim that if you try to over aggressively collar, that's exactly what I think would happen. So I feel like as much as I'm kind of like randomly doing things, I'm also thinking about like, okay, like if this was to be like a mess up right there, like how would that really function? So I think I'm getting pretty decent at those things. Okay, so now we're gonna make our little parts on the wheel. We'll use another little chunk of this new clay. Camera B. Mini wheel. And so that will be our chunk we use today. Wait, actually I want to use the hard chunk would be good for this, so you can get some good folds. So here, let me set this down in here. I'm gonna get some new water too. We posted 3 times on that other channel, so I think that was kind of cool. Still no views on anything yet. But I remember like when I first started, it took me like a month before I even got like 1 comment. Camera A? But slowly but surely, we're trying to do a post like every day or every other day. That's gonna be our goal. So I'd give it probably a year before it starts getting any sort of traction. So I just gotta make sure I keep up on these. I did shorts. Because I guess if I was gonna do normal videos, I feel like those wouldn't. I feel like flop content, I don't think there's a lot of just videos of flop content, more so just like the fails. Look at this bucket. This is my invisible Menards. It's my magic bucket. It's Harry Potter coded when he puts the cloak on, right? Okay. So, how about use that other hard chunk in here? How about we use this other hard chunk? The base of our thing. What are you talking about? Oh, like this stuff? That's funny. Alright. Zoom. So, what did we want to make? We wanted to make like some weird tops for these things, so let's do like something like this. There. Space. This might be a little bit too low. Camera A. In. Little tube. So now we gotta think about what we want out of this thing. Like, we want this to be kind of weird. Sounds like the beginning of a Katy Perry song. Alright, not anymore. Katy Perry 8-bit cover? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't it seem like that? Okay. Zoom? I gotta do something like this. I need you guys to kind of get a little bit closer. I'm making the barrel to a laser gun. This music's annoying, not gonna lie. Switch it. You guys want a vibe shift? He has a vibe shift. Alright, you guys want the vibe shift? We're giving you the vibe shift. Hello?
It's DJ My Time.
I feel like it's gotta be like,
It's DJ My Time the mix.
alright, we got that. Now we need the background to be like, rave, 3 hours. It's gotta be like moving background. Here, let's do camera B. Camera B. Moving background groove. What about this? I feel like this isn't that good though. Oh, underwater? This is only 20 minutes though. What about this jellyfish? Oh, yo, techno jellyfish. That's the freaking stream, dude. Techno jellyfish. Give me my music back. No, we want something like.
I repeat, baby, you cannot be abbreviated.
Like jungle music? No, I think I kind of like the.
I repeat, baby, you cannot be abbreviated.
This feels kind of like a vibe. Okay. Let's see.
Significance
Camera A.
means
Guys!
my life is full of meaning now that
Tell me we're not vibing with this freaking jellyfish, yo. Can you guys hear the music pretty good? I think you guys can.
You know, baby, I was looking through the dictionary to find words that could describe you.
Good?
And I came across this word, unique. You know what it says in the dictionary? It says being one of a kind, having no like or equal or parallel. You know, that sounds like you to me. 'Cause baby, you are.
The jellyfish.
Yeah. Unique is what you are. Unique is what you see. Unique, you're one of a kind.
You guys ready?
Unique,
Good job.
blow my mind.
Phew.
Is
Let's
what
do this, guys. Let's do this. We're feeling the vibe. The jellyfish rumbles, guys.
blow my mind.
Hold on. Yeah, oh, I can loop the background. You're right. How about we loop the background and we do double time speed so it looks like it's more like vibing with us. Oh, it doesn't want to loop. There's no loop. It's not loopable. But let's just do 2 times speed anyway. Tell me this is not cool. Camera A. Zoom. I need my other tool. I need a green shirt. I do have green shirts. It doesn't matter if my shirt's green when I wear my chest mount microphone. So, I just haven't found a good headset that I like wearing that doesn't feel like it's jangling around. So, like I tried that GoPro one for a while and the vibe wasn't there, you know? Maybe. But a green screen shirt would be cool. I could do something about that. Do I want to do that right now? Not really, guys, I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to get this done. But I can do my other microphone in future streams. Like that. Let's do another. Now that we have this too, why are we not zooming in, right? We can get freaking up close and personal, guys. I screwed up that top. I started peeling the clay. It's okay. I have some air pockets. I think I might cut this one, to be honest. I even think too, like, how thin is that thing? I just don't think it's really gonna hold up. This right there is thin. So how about we just fold this over? Mm. Pottery is your principal activities? What does that even mean? Oh, you know what we can do? Watch this. So, it doesn't want to fold, so we're going to buckle this, right? So we're going to slow down, and we're going to swap, buckle, swap, buckle, swap, buckle. And then hopefully we can collapse this in. Do we like that? We can bring this up.
House of Sway will be right back.
And we can make little petals here maybe.
Tune in every Saturday night right here at WRAR 97.3 FM.
What's going on?
Live guest DJs every Saturday bringing you the unique musical style and musical flair. This is radio for the rest of us.
Oh, this is the music.
Tune in to WRIR 97.3.
What's going on?
How many credit cards do you have right now?
Oh my gosh.
One for my work.
The ads.
Just one.
What is this? This is not what we're listening to. Whatever. I actually really hate this song, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know I think a lot of the millennial age groups like this song, but this song, as a Zer, this is not a bop, I'll be honest. So this is a little flower. So we have it tilted so it'll kind of attach onto something like that. Oh, I forgot I shouldn't bend them over if I don't want them to rest on something. Okay, I think that's okay. So we have a flower. So we just had to turn that one into a flower. We went too thin, so we were doing the collapsing. And I think I probably could have done something a little bit more interesting with those collapsed folds instead of them just existing as the folds. I think at the end it would have looked a little bit better. My mic? Oh yeah, this is my mic. Nice hobbies and fill up my whole day. Sounds like a dream life. Yeah, preparing for medical college. I barely have time. This song is really one note. Yeah, that's a rough song to get through. Listen. How long does it take someone to love? Love? What are you guys talking about? Love what? Pottery? You'll never love it. It's evil. I think the older I get, the harder it is to find people similar to me, but I'm only 26. How cool is that? I think it's kind of cool that you can't find anybody like around you that's like you. That means you got something unique about you, right? I think a lot of times people spend their whole lives like trying to fit that little mold, you know? Where I think actually it's kind of cool to exist outside of that. That's my little nonconformist in me though, so don't take my word seriously. Take what I say with a grain of salt, that's all I'll say. I feel like I actually want this to just be like this. Again, this is the top of a ray gun. So this is the barrel of the ray gun. So what I'm pushing down right now is going to be the thing that connects to the thing. How cool. Oh, that was my problem. Shoop. Put this over here. Like, we got a good little set of them. We'll do one more and then we can start making the little chunks off to the side. Awesome to see this thing. It's just one giant tower of clay. This is just how I've been throwing things recently, is kind of like that. It's not normally like that, but just I'm doing something called throwing off the hump, right?
Now, close your eyes and begin to breathe slowly and deeply.
It's more about finding someone you're comfortable with than... Yeah, I shouldn't talk about this stuff. I'm too much of a loner guy. I feel like really the only person you need to be comfortable talking to is yourself. You know, like if you can get really good at being alone and being like, you don't get stressed out when you just have free time and your thoughts, like those are the most dangerous times, is like when you're left alone to your thoughts, right? So if you can get pretty good at talking with self and being alone with self, I think that's a really powerful tool. Think about it this way: you're with yourself 24/7, you know. So you want to make sure that you get pretty good at talking to yourself, right? Right underneath. Oh. I know what we want to do with this one. Here we go. Brought that out. I'm gonna bring this back in. So you see we did a little one-handed pull there. You guys are having such cool conversations right now. I feel like you guys are talking about like medical books or something. You guys, we got a smart chat. The IQ of my chat is freaking. You guys are pretty freaking good, dude. done that a little bit better. Oh well. Alright, we'll bring this in. Dum, 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 dum. I feel like this is a little bit too rave. Like, this feels like celestial rave music or something, dude. Like, I wanted to kind of go for like groovy jellyfish, not celestial rave. Reminds me of that one episode in SpongeBob where the jellyfish are like raving out. Dude, what is this lady doing in the background, dude? We're turning this off. We get freaking demonetized, dude. This lady's raving too hard. Alright, what else? Better. This is more the rave we like. Alright, so we gotta fix this vessel here a little bit. Because we gotta put some weird lines in it. We're gonna first make the top even. We're gonna go from the inside now. Why are we lowering our IQs on purpose, guys? Like, come on. Dude, we gotta keep our IQs high. One day there will be like a YouTube tier list, which will be like highest streamer IQ chat, or highest chat stream IQ. Do you guys want to get what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to freaking say it. Chat with the highest IQ. Oh my lord, that was really difficult to think. I'm doing too many things at once. You guys get what I mean? I feel like we're gonna risk it. Sorry guys, we had to do this. It's gonna screw up the top a little bit. But in the grand scheme of like space vibes, this had to be done, okay? Do you see how it has like a ring, a planetary ring now? Right? So I know we screwed up the angle of it, but I think that little like Here, you know what? We're gonna even frickin'. Dude! We went maybe a little bit. You can see the ending where I went a little bit too. I ended off on a loud note, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're trying to freaking do some weird things. These are the things that we're gonna attach onto the outside of these water whistles, because we're turning the water whistles into water whistle blaster machines. You know, like laser ray guns. I feel like I'm inspired by ray guns. What are you inspired by? You know, like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, or maybe not Modern Warfare 2, World of War Zombies, the ray gun, the OG ray gun, dude. That's my inspo. How are these? These handles are doing okay. We're just checking out the handles here. All right, mini wheel. Mini wheel. As you can see, we're checking out the handles here, just making sure we got it all situated. It's still a little bit soft, so we're gonna leave it as is. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. That's okay. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, let's grab our thing. We're gonna do, should we do one more like that? Let's do one more like that, and then we're gonna make little additions for the rest of them. Okay. Like if you pit two of yourself into prisoner's dilemma, would you both choose the same option? Whoa. You guys, alright guys, you guys are getting freaking deep. I feel like if you guys should just take the chat and just turn this into like a book, like a novel, like just write down. It could be like a screenwrite, you know? Because literally you guys are almost like creating a, like how you'd make like a screenplay. You know how you're like, this person talks and they say something? You guys are having like a screenplay conversation right now. Like it feels like it'd be very like informative. You guys should just start like a class. Your class meets on whenever in the chat when I stream or something. Alright, we'll bring this up. Be funny. Alright. And right down to the bottom, out over our finger, and slowly walk this up. Okay, so what do we want this one? I think we really want this one to be like emphasize the ray gun. You know, like, let's see if we can get like ray gun vibes out of this one. Alright, so we're gonna start by getting this thin. And we don't know if this is really going to work here, guys, but we're going to try this out. I think we do need to tame the top in just a little bit. I think just enough like that will be okay. All right, here we go, guys. A little water on the inside here. Pushing from the inside in just a little bit. Sneak right up underneath, create this little bump. We're actually going to lift this up just a little bit, and then we're going to stop here. We're going to go over this bump. We're going to say thanks bump, but now we're going to swap again and create a new bump over the other bump. Now we're going to take this up just a little bit, right? We're going to say, oh, thanks for the ride, dude. Chill out there for a second while I swap my fingers again. And I create a new bump, and I say, oh, dude, back on the grind, back on that grind. I'm going to pause again. We're going to say, hey, whoa. Where you going, bro? We're going back on that grind, dude, back on that grind. Okay. So now we kind of have this, like, layered effect, right? So it's essentially how you do that is you toss the bump from one finger to the other, right? It's all about that bump. It's all visual, right? You guys, hopefully me talking while I'm doing it, you guys can kind of see that it's all visual there, right? Okay. Color this in. Walk that in like that a little bit. We really want to get this as close as we want because we're really going to mess with this here in a second. So like if we can get this as much as we can, that'd be kind of nice. Alright, I think we're at close to our limit on this top. So we'll do it one more time before we try to collar the rest of those segments in. And I think, should we work from the top down or to the top up? I think top down is probably going to be the best. So again, we're going to take this and we're going to collar this in as much as we can. Right? We're going to go into this one, and we're going to color this one in as much as we can. We're going to take this, we're going to color this one in. Actually, I think we don't even touch it now. It's already leaning. So I have this attached where the lean is on the up side, right? So it'd be attached like this. And so from an angle on the side, you kind of see this like laser beam thingy. Do you guys see the vision? I wish we could have got this bottom one in a tad more, because I think to have some like nice length away from the vessel would have been nice, but I just think if I go any thinner on this bottom, I'm not going to be able to get it off the wheel. So that's the only thing. You don't see the vision? Okay. So, I'll show you, I'll give you guys the vision. Let's grab a vision influencer, a vision grower. I'm gonna offer you guys a little bit of the vision. So, we got this guy here. Do we like this guy? Yeah, this guy's kind of nice. We got our vision. Camera A. Alright, so this is vision A. This is our whistle. Our water whistle, right? And so this, imagine you take this on its side. Like maybe we'll do it this way, right? Just imagine that is sticking off the side of the vessel, right? Kind of curving upwards, and then I'm going to put a handle on this side, right? And so then it'll be like, it'll almost look like a laser gun or something, you know? So I have like a handle on this side, and then it's like one of these tubular guys sticking off the other side, and I'm going to create a bunch of little mess of objects to attach onto these soon. But yeah, so there's some vision. I hope you kind of see the idea now. Like this thing that is on the wheel is going to go on the side of one of these guys. Where's my chair? Give me my chair back. Clay's trying to steal my chair, bro. I'm telling you guys, the longer you're in the studio, the more you start to realize the clay is alive. Down a little bit here. Welcome. Should we actually do a... I think we do one of those. Let's see. Oh, it's starting to rip the... It's starting to rip there. Maybe. So this is the only problem with this guy now. He's starting to rip. Oh, you guys can't really see. Can you guys see the kind of swoop of it? But it's starting to rip though. So we gotta make sure we get this off of here. We gotta make sure it doesn't tip all the way over. Because I think this one would be cool on the side of one of those water whistles, you know? Okay, we'll grab him. Alright, I like this, dude. Alright, sweet. Somebody asked Messi or Ronaldo. Dude, I gotta pick Ronaldo. That's the only thing I see. The Ronaldo fan base is so dominant with their loyalty to Ronaldo. That's all you see, dude. Dude, what are you guys actually... What the heck's going on, dude? You guys are crazy, yo. Z1. That's so funny. Yeah. Alright. Can I... Wait, zoom? Zoom? Alright, guys. Wait, are we making another one? No, we gotta do the folds now. This is coming down and out. I'll give you guys another little view here. Close in. Close in. Thank you. Alright. And we're just going to be taking some of this out to the side here. Just to the corner. We're going to take this side and push this down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna walk this little band out. So we say hello, little band. And we're just bringing this over right out to the side. You know how it's thinning? You guys can kind of see how it's thinning out, right? So you want it to get decently thin. I find that the thinner this is, the better the end result looks. So then we're gonna pull this up just a little bit. Now we have a thin little bead. Underneath it with this side. Do the same thing on the other to kind of give it a clean edge there. Do one last little. Hold this down. And we'll actually want this one, right? The freaking ribbon candy. Oh. Yum, dude. Yum, dude. Is it the holidays? Got some ribbon candy here, guys. Alright. I'm gonna put this over. Yes. Alright, we're gonna take this. This guy needs to go into the bin. Alright, he's getting binned. Alright. We're back. Back on the wheel. Now bring this back over. Bro, what are you guys doing? I'm telling you guys, I really don't, I'm not one to ban people, but you guys cannot be talking about, you guys gotta be like, you gotta be appropriate, right? Think of this as like going to the grocery store or something. You know? Bring this up. And we're gonna bring this over. So we got this guy here. I kind of like this one. You know, I feel like that has a good vibe to it. Candy. So we're gonna eat the rest of this stuff and make ribbon candies and stuff out of the bottom here. Alrighty. Getting right down to the bottom here. Pushing down. Just like pulling this out to the side. I gotta keep this a little bit thin. And you see how we're just pulling this out until it's a little bit thin? We're just making sure that it's just a nice thinness that's not too thick there. If it's too thick, we're not really going to be getting what we want out of it. Because we want it to fold and buckle. So whenever you want something to fold and buckle, you got to get it a little bit thinner. How about we even do a split rim on this one? I think that would be kind of a nice... Usually you get a nice pattern out of a split rim, especially if they start buckling different ways. You get this like cool oscillating effect. A little water. Between these two. Alright, that works. Alright. There we go. This side right now. Alright, there we go. Here we go. Look at that, dude. Freaking love these. It literally looks exactly like that jelly fungus I saw in the woods, yo. I don't know if you ever seen jelly fungus. Jelly fungus are kind of cool. Right down to the bottom. Again, we're cutting off a new edge. Something I didn't like about the ones I've made so far is I really got to make sure that the vessel, or these little straps or ribbons, ribbon candy, whatever you want to call them, aren't too long. Like, and I think they're getting a little bit too organic, or like structural, like geometric. They got to be a little bit looser and more spandly there, you know? Spandly, whimsical, squiggly. We'll see if this works. I really like these folds. Look at that. Oh man. These ones look good. Look at this one, guys. Look at that. Yum. Yum. W ribbon candy. WRC. Here we go. Let's get another little thing here. Down, 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 down. Bring it down. Till you hit that bat. You'll start hearing your nails scratch again. That bat there. You'll pull those down. And you'll walk across right over to the side here. Bring this over. Get a little bit thinner. Right now it's almost like a little square, maybe like a trapezoid in between my fingers here, right? Bring this out until I know it gets thin enough. I think I'm liking that. Again, we're going to do that same thing that we were doing last time. So pinch underneath and flatten what's above. Pinch a little bit more, flatten what's above. A little bit more water. Pinch a little bit more, flatten from above. And I think this will be good. Here we go, one more time, guys. You ready? Watch this fold. So we got a couple of nice, we got 3 different things. We got like a little flower there, but you can kind of see it has that same little like buckled effect wherever it's thin, right? That's why we really like making these have thin edges, even though they're not nice to touch when you glaze the dang thing. This could be a little addition onto something, this little guy here. He could make his way on a vessel. I could see it. I could see it. The winner of this batch here. We're saying bring you over here, scoop him up like some ice cream. We got that guy. I like him. He looks pretty good. Bringing the clay down to the back. Ooh, to the back. Yeah, down to the back. Ooh, down to the back. Gotta bring this out, guys. Kind of slow with this one. You know, usually whenever I do this, my nails get sanded down pretty drastically, right? But that's okay. I think I'd rather have a nice vessel than a nice nail, you know? Even though this isn't really a vessel. So, what I said actually didn't make any sense. Alright, so now we're gonna do something kind of weird. We're gonna make a little nuclear reactor form on the outside. So watch this. I'm gonna bring this in. We're gonna fold this back over. And we're gonna bring this up. And watch this. So you're gonna get this ready here. Lift that guy up. Now. Freaking wide ribbon, dude. So look at that wide ribbon, dude. Nice wide ribbon on this one. So you make it thin enough so where it breaks off easily. And you go slow enough that you can get some nice swoops. It might look good on some of the vessels we got today. We only got a couple more. And I'm leaving you guys after that. I don't think we'll be able to attach everything today, but we'll have everything made, you know? So tomorrow we can attach everything. You taught yourself how to lucid dream? What? How'd you do that? I've only lucid dreamt one time. It was of my buddy. My buddy, he was skating outside. He's like, I'll see you around, bro. And I was still in the apartment, so I was like 2 floors up, right? And I was like, all right, dude. And then all of a sudden, I like separate, like, you know when Doctor Strange like goes into like that time world and like things are like falling apart? Like I deconstructed the room, and then I just started flying, and I was watching my friend like skate to where he needed to go from up above. Like I was flying through the air, and I was like totally aware, you know? It was kind of cool. All right. All right. Right down to the bottom. This out. This. Alright. Same kind of little fold pattern, but with like an altered edge. right underneath this edge here. This is really lacy. Right. Kind of reminds me of like a shell or like something a little bit more nautical, I would say. I'm moving this over here. Mini wheel? I feel like this looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I think we got a good variety of things. And so, that's gonna be the stream for today, y'all. I appreciate it. So, where you guys at? Are you guys still all just chatting? Again, I feel like I'm like the disco ball for you guys or something. Like you guys are at a party, like having your little party and chat, and then I'm just like, I'm like the disco ball from above, just like seeing what's happening, you know? Anyway, thank you guys. Sorry I kind of locked in towards the end there, but I feel like you guys are just having your own little condo, so it's whatever. But anyway, guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. We'll see if I can stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I might not have time. What time is it right now? It's getting pretty late. Yeah. Okay. We're done for the day, but I'll see if it's tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best and strong mentality.